Hi everyone, welcome to our Campus Club Fair June 2021 webinar session. Before we start, please kindly mute your microphones and turn off your cameras for now until all of the presentation from the different student clubs are done. You may unmute to ask questions or leave questions in the chat during the Q&A session towards the end. Please avoid spamming in the chat as the session will be recorded. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the webinar. Hi everyone, welcome to our Campus Club Fair 2021 webinar session. First up, we have the Sports and Adventure Club. They organize various activities like badminton, basketball, rock climbing, running, and cycling to engage students off campus. Enway, Pooja, and Keen will be sharing more about this club. Sports and Adventure Club, please.
Hi, SAC, you can start sharing your screen now.
Kent and Ron, are you all there? Hi, Ken, you can start, unmute your mic.
Right, I forgot. Okay, sorry about that for a moment there. We are the Sport and Adventure Club. Very happy to do the webinar today for our CCF event. Okay, so a little overview about us. We are a club for sport enthusiasts. So we explore our interests in sport and other activities like going hiking, riding bike, anything that relate to activities to sport and adventure. And doing so, we also connect with other people, with other well, fellow members of our club. SLC primarily organize sport-related activities and events to, well, create a more vibrant student life for all. Even in the current pandemic situation right now, we still find way to engage with all of our members through online events and kind of like that. And let's take a look on our team. Here are the exco. First, we have our president, Anway, or you can just call him Ron, and he's in the room right now. And our vice president, her name is Queen. And then move on, we have our event managers, Pia, and our admin and finance managers, Pooja. And next one, we have public relation manager, Vazoon, who is also the, well, president of the LDC. And moving on, here are a little pictures of their doing the meeting for planning the events of the things. And well, if you're asking who am I speaking, I am a subcommittee of the SAC. So we do have a subcommittee. Okay. So our recent activities and events are, well, 14-day fitted challenge. So we we make a challenge for everyone to engage in there and try to finish it in 14 days. Mm, it, it's a online activity, and we had like a lot of people participate in this, and we were very happy with the result. And during before the last lockdown, we had like a little session of rock climbing involving me, well, that green t-shirt one, and Bajun and Pooja doing a little bit rock climbing. So we basically make a vlog with the host there, and I think it's available on YouTube account something. And we have e-engagement. So yeah, there were a lot of videos and like pictures and small funny videos to do for to see on our Instagram. We have and you can check it on the Instagram. So what will you gain by joining SWOT and Adventure Club? Well, we directing you to the meaning of S star, being the star. So in the dynamic and enthusiastic environment, um, S means skill, T for teamwork, A for ambition, and R for resilient. Um, and you guys can gain a sense of community and know like-minded individuals to share common interests and forging friendships in sport and adventure. So this is a platform for everyone who have that interest and would like to find people to engage. During this pandemic, we had very difficult to seeing each other and especially to talk about sport. So if you guys have interest in joining our club, Sport and Adventures, please scan the QR code on this recruitment poster. We are happy to welcome you. So I'll leave it here for, well, maybe 15 to 20 seconds. And then we can end our session, the SAC here. Oh, right. We have the Instagram live in the afternoon, so stay tuned for it. Okay. Well, if you haven't scanned the QR code, please go ahead. And I think that's the end of our webinar. So and also follow us on our Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you, Sports and Adventure Club. If you have any questions for them, please leave the questions in the chat and these questions will be addressed during the Q&A session later. Next up, we have the Community Service Club. Giving back to the community is at the heart of our future makers, and our torchbearers do so at activities such as food donation drive, birthdays, and festive celebration. Cecilia will be sharing more about the club. Community Service Club, please.
Hi, everyone. So we're the Community Service Club, or CSC for short. So a little bit about us. So our club is a community that works to better the society. And through our events, we hope to make the world a better place and inspire a lot of people to do the greater good. So our vision and mission, so the vision of our club is to create a passionate student body through our impactful humanitarian efforts. And our mission is to strengthen bonds and promote unity within the CSC members, and hoping that together through our events, we can accomplish a lot of deeds for the greater good. So meet the team of 2020 and 2021 Expos. So first we have Gilin as our president, Rachel as our vice president, Ramida as our admin and finance manager, and Raina as our public relations manager. And there's me as the events and logistics manager. So now I'll be talking a little bit about CSE events, what events we had in the past and some upcoming events. So our past events before the pandemic started, of course, we had our physical events such as food packaging and distribution, beach cleanup, and visiting and helping the elderly. But however, due to the pandemic, we had to shift our physical event to online engagements. So we had words of encouragement campaign, a bonding event, and our latest event, which is a fundraiser called Project Amity. So here are some pictures that we took during the events. So this is during the food packaging and distribution. So students can volunteer and help us to pack food and distribute them to the needy. And this is during the beach cleanup where we collected a lot of trash at the East Coast Beach. And then there's visiting the elderly, where students can also volunteer to help entertain and talk with the elderly. And this is the online event. So this is a words of encouragement. So everyone can fill up a form and send their words to appreciate what the healthcare workers have been doing for us in the front lines during the pandemic. So most of these pictures can be seen again in our IG account and our Instagram account. And then this is an online event, Jingle Mingle, where members we watch and play games together, a bonding event. And this is our latest event, Project Emily 2021, which is a fundraiser. So we managed to donate $1,137.28 to St. John's Home for Elderly Persons. So this is for them to build a new facility to increase the accommodation for more elderly. So these are the designed t-shirts. So students and staff alike can buy them, and all proceeds will be donated for charity. So for our upcoming events, unfortunately, the 2020 and 2021 Expo term is coming to an end. So the upcoming event will be confirmed again by the next year executive committee. So join us to find out more for our future events. So you guys can contact and interact with us through any of these three platforms from our Facebook, Instagram, or email. So join us now. Scan this QR code to join us, or you can click this link as well. I'll just leave it here for around 15 seconds. Okay, thank you, everyone. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us using any platform or leave them in the chat. So this is the end of CSC's presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Community Service Club. If you have any questions for them, please ask or leave the questions in the chat during the Q&A session later. We will now be moving on to the Kahoot quiz segment. So I'll be sending a link in the chat. You guys can go there and enter the game pin now. Okay, guys, you may start joining in. Okay, we'll just wait for a couple more seconds. All right, let's start now. Okay, let's see. How many EXCO members does SAC have? Oh, that's fast. Okay, great. Let's move on. Which Singapore YouTube channel did SAC cameo in? Oh, this is pretty easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, not bad, not bad. Moving on. SAC learned Muay Thai and Dutch kickboxing move with Ghetto Fitness. True or false? Majority got it right. That's good. Okay. Which social media platforms can you find SAC in? Facebook and Instagram. Okay. Kin is on the top now. CSC conducted a bonding event during which holiday? Deepavali, Chinese New Year, Christmas, or Hari Raya Puasa? It's on Christmas. Okay, skip. CSC engaged in a beach cleanup project, true or false? Is this or that? This or that? You guys answer pretty fast. And it's true. Okay, moving on. How many EXCO members does CSC have? Is it 1? Is it 5? Is it 3 or 7? Answer is 5. Great. Okay, still leading. CSC designed and sold t-shirts and the profits were donated to St. Johnson's Home for Elderly Persons. Name the project. Oh, this is tricky. Project Infinity, Project Eternity, Project Amity, or Project Serenity. Okay. All right. So now the word of the day is Q. IDC won the 3rd place, TYL won the 2nd place, and the 1st place goes to HY. Who is HY? Okay, kudos to the runners-up as well. All right, thank you for your active participation in the Kahoot quiz. We will now be moving on to the Q&A segment. Feel free to enter any questions you have for Sports and Adventure Club and Community Service Club in the chat. Please state the club name if you want to ask any questions to a specific club. You may unmute your microphones to ask or type in the chat.
Well, anyone can join SAC. You don't have to be a sport player or any kind of like that. We just like people who want and who love to do sport and do adventuring stuff like well hiking or some kind of thing, and yeah, kind of like rock climbing, just just like that. You don't have to. I think pretty much we do recruitment almost all year round, and especially we have new terms every now and then. There are new people coming in, and you can just find info on Instagram or some kind of that.
I see somebody asked here that like, is it like possible to like, is it possible to excel in managing studies as well as club commitments? I think majority of it depends on a person's approach to leadership. See, we at the end of the day we are all students. We all have our like educational commitments, right? But at the same time, it's not that difficult to find that extra bit of like minute or extra bit of hour for these club activities. It's a commitment, yes, it's a commitment for sure. It's gonna take up a lot of time, but I believe that in the midst of all this like studying and everything, one can easily find that extra bit moment. And also at the same time, we have to remember that it's not just about focusing only one on oneself, right? It's not just about that, because when you're in like when you're a student leader, you have a team with you. Like I was lucky to have like an amazing team with me, as a result of which you are not doing the entire thing alone. There is a fair bit of group work in there. Everybody comes together, everybody puts in their effort, all whatever they can put on the table, and when all of them is put together, we can have like a proper output. So I believe that if like everybody chips in with their own abilities, their own strengths and weaknesses, we can cover up for each other, as well as same time we can put together a very good team which will be excelling their activities. So in my opinion, I believe that it's very much possible if one can support their team, hold them together and execute it. So it should not be that big of an issue.
Any more questions?
All right, we have come to the end of day one session two webinar. Thank you all for attending, and we hope you have gained some useful information of these student clubs. If you'd like to hear more about the clubs and their activities, please head over to the Leadership Development Club Instagram page. The LDC Excos will be holding on an Instagram Live with SAC and CSC. Please join us on our next webinar session at 2:30 p.m. later. Thank you and good day to all.